This is like one of the things the fitness community hates the most is before pictures that are like, you're like a fucking fetus, and then after you're just like, you're fully transformed, like 20-something-year-old self. What's up guys, Derek, moreplacemore8s.com. Today we're going to be talking about Nolan Gould. He is a actor from Modern Family, I guess is what he is best known for. He played this kid here holding the juice. Oh, holding the juice. Fucking coincidence. So anyways, he turns into this and everyone's like, oh man, what a transformation. And says actor Nolan Gould decided to get fit after overindulging when the 11th and final season of the show wrapped up last year, telling people, especially being unemployed in quarantine, having a reason to get up and stay motivated. It's been something that's been very healthy and positive for me in quarantine. It's really changed my outlook. Link in bio for more on his new fitness regime. So we see this, this transformation, if you want to call it that, which in reality is literally, this is like one of the things the fitness community hates the most is before pictures that are like, you're like a fucking fetus, and then after you're just like, you're fully transformed, like 20-something-year-old self, after working out for several years. So obviously this is not an accurate before and after. This is him as a fucking prepubescent child and then comparing him to when he is in his 20s. So we're gonna look at the Lad Bible article. Let's see, man, some of these articles. Scientists clone endangered ferret. Former Playboy bunny is now a frontline healthcare worker. Anyways, Luke Dunphy from Modern Family is now absolutely ripped. I feel like it's a bit of an exaggeration, Rebecca, but all right. Many people have turned to different things over the last year, and it's always admirable when that thing is fitness and exercise. Like the majority of us in Modern Family's Nolan Gould realized the extra downtime was leading him to indulge in some guilty pleasures. So in retaliation, he embraced a new, healthy lifestyle, and it's paid off. And here he is, looking like a fucking, oh, is he holding 2 kegs right here at the same time? Goddamn, dude, this is like the ultimate saucy barback in action. If only we had this guy at the bar I was working at, we'd be fucking killing it. So anyways, the 22-year-old actor who played Luke Dunphy in the huge US sitcom believes that getting fit is part of the job when it comes to taking his career in a new direction. Speaking to People, he said, I spent 6 months basically on vacation, but I feel like now it's time to make, holy fucking shit, I can't talk. But I feel like now it's time to kind of make a decision on where I want to go with my career. And one of the ways you can do that is by changing my look and my mindset. I've been working out an hour and a half every day with my friend Michael, who is a personal trainer. We have a really cool socially distant setup that has allowed me to get fit while also being safe. It's been nice, especially being unemployed in quarantine, having a reason to get up and stay motivated. It's been something that's been very healthy and positive for me in quarantine. It's really changed my outlook. And down here, looks like people are shocked at how ripped David Guetta is at 53, which if you have not seen my David Guetta video, I'll put a card up in the corner to David Guetta, Natty or not. That was another good video. So interestingly enough, he has a pretty realistic, normal sounding routine. He's not saying he's doing some ridiculous amount of shit. He's working out for an hour and a half a day, which I think is a decent amount. It's pretty reasonable though. It's not, you know, excessive. He's not working out 2 to 3 times a day. He's not eating chicken, broccoli, and rice exclusively. You know, it sounds normal-ish so far. Having the extra time meant that Nolan didn't have to do the full hour and a half, as he explained. I kind of split stuff up throughout the day. I do an hour of strength training every day and then 30 minutes of cardio and core throughout the day. Pretty reasonable. This wasn't your typical, I'll exercise more and eat what the fuck I want. Oh no, Nolan has altered his entire diet. He told the publication, I'm eating so much healthier, even though there's less of it. What I get is actually really healthy for you. Lean protein, eating as many vegetables as you want and staying away from things like soda. Nourishing the mind, body, all that. And actually, for me, the biggest thing was cutting out alcohol. For me, that's actually been very nice. I feel more clear-headed and have been doing as much writing as possible, being in acting class, taking all the steps I can so when the pandemic's finally over, hopefully I'll just be ready to go to work. Not only does Nolan hope keeping fit will help him in his career, he also wants to conquer some outdoor challenges such as climbing rock walls in Yosemite and doing the Pacific Crest Trail. All right, so that is Rebecca's take. Apparently this is absolutely ripped, is what this body fat percentage is. So he has visible abs. Like again, this is very, very impressive, especially considering this is the before picture, of course, right? So anyways, I wanted to go see his, progress. If we're going to do a natty or not, we got to look at this guy's progress. Did he just explode to this within 6 months? He went from a skinny fat guy who's a do you even lift to a guy who looks like a borderline Magic Mike dancer or some shit. So I looked back and I found a 2017 compilation of him at the gym. And apparently it is Hot Guys episode 32, which is something. So here we are. Fucking Nolan Gould was born on October 28th, 1999. So here he is doing some chest cable flies here off of his door, apparently. Here's him shirtless on a boat or some shit. Here's him reading in a nicely stacked, aesthetically appealing book thing. And then here he is answering the door shirtless, like, not looking bad, dude. Not looking that far off from where he's at, to be honest. Okay, so some pics. Anyway, so we can see this is him at the beach, looking a little soft here, but still, obviously more mass than he had as a fucking child, which you would expect. Fucking obviously. But anyways, him at the door or whatever, he has some muscle. He's not skinny fat. He is looks like he lifts already, which is gives us a bit of a baseline to gauge. And this is 2017. So now we go to 2019, and apparently he's done one of these thirst trap photo shoots before. This time he is not holding kegs, but he is hanging on to something, and he has nice torn jeans going. He's got the masculine treasure trail going. And apparently, the definition of what abs are in Hollywood is kind of insane, but it just shows how disproportionately fucked up our heads are in the fitness community, I guess. So this is him in 2019 with his physique in all its glory, and this is a ET clip about that photo shoot.
Now, Nolan is 20, and he's all grown up on the cover of Say Prune magazine. Inside, the actor goes shirtless, showing off his abs.
Showing off his abs. So anyways, this is him showing off his abs, and does he look as impressive as he does now? Not quite. Looks like he's packed on another 5-10 pounds of muscle at least. Is that realistic given the time frame, given his physique development, given everything? Let me know what you think, and I'll give you my stance in a sec. I'm going to be going to the Reddit thread, because expectedly, we see a crazy transformation. We're going to go to Reddit, and there's going to be a thread about him. So here we are, Natty or Juice, Nolan Gould, and here he is in the before in the little fucking singlet over here, and here he is holding the kegs. He's shaped like Godzilla. Wrecked. I think Natty, but then again, he's photoshopped to the gods and all greased up and whatnot. Yeah, so a lot of people are not going to consider, I bet this isn't even a real brick wall. I bet this is some fake shit. So he's holding up these kegs in front of the brick wall. It's probably just a backdrop. He's glazed to the goddamn gills, and he's got the, the slight ab separation. He's got a bit of a shelf on the chest here. He's got some mass on the arms, a little bit of delt separation, and he's looking real mean. And, he's got the fucking sex lines going too. So he's not shredded by any means, but he's definitely presentably lean and looks, fit. This is honestly pretty much an ideal physique for a natural. You're athletic. You're visible abs. You have, you're probably not at the point where you're so muscle bound, your flexibility is inhibited to a fucking ridiculous degree, and you can't even do functional athletics to a degree that you would have been able to previously. This is a good natural physique that is it's a good representation of what I think is a very reasonable goal for the average guy to expect to achieve naturally. Now, again, how many guys are going to end up like this naturally? Very few, less than fucking 1%. The reason being is because none are going to adhere to the diet and the exercise regimen to get there, as well as the sleep hygiene and blah, blah, blah. So just because he doesn't have insane genetics, it doesn't mean this is easy to achieve. This is something that he still had to commit to a lot of diet and training in order to accomplish, and that's why he has not looked this good yet. And he has obviously packed on a decent amount of muscle in the past couple of years here, more recently, I guess, in the past year, and, recomped pretty significantly. Geez, dude, it's harsh. Why is his body so terrible? LOL. We can tell this subreddit is definitely a fitness subreddit that's the fitness community, because we're used to seeing guys like Simeon Panda and shit, and then we're looking at Nolan Gould, And he's just getting fucking wrecked in here. His hips are wider than his shoulders. Jesus. All that lighting, grease, Photoshop, and still 3 visible abs. If this is juiced, he needs a refund. He looks like one of the presets from the UFC video games. Like the body shape and face and everything. Default character. Natty. He doesn't have angular pecs of disproportionately developed traps. His shoulders look small as he's squeezing them together to hold the weights. He has nicely developed sides, preferably does a lot of compound movements, has a proportionate amount of fat too to verify the muscle growth. He looks unnaturally bloated, defined front abs, but arms and side abs look bloated as hell. He is not too muscular per se, could very well be juice. Looks like a kid photoshopped his head on a grown man body. So, anyway, to me, what do I think? I think this is a reasonable expectation for a natural. I think this is natural progression, and I think everything is just severely exaggerated. I bet if this guy was in suboptimal lighting with very, very, I don't know, like harsh natural light outside, he wasn't greased up, didn't just get a pump, doesn't have the whatever effects they're using after in post-production, whatever, and whatnot, and he's not literally holding, who knows what these are. Like, are those weights or are those like, I thought they were fucking kegs for a sec. Maybe they're not. But anyways, I think this is natural, and I don't think, I think this is just like the best, most maxed out version of what he is working with right now. And I think if a lot of people saw this in person, just in natural lighting, he would not even, no one would even bat an eye and be like, this is definitely juice. It's just in these circumstances where he's depleted, he probably fucking water depleted for this, he probably peaked very specifically for this. Everything else is just like on point for this exact moment in time to look as ridiculous as possible. And this is what he got during that moment in time with all of the things aligned perfectly for him. And it still looks like a good natural athletic physique. So I think this is a representation of what a lot of people can not easily achieve, but can achieve with reasonable effort. Even guys with, you know, shitty genetics, maybe not, but I mean like guys with average genetics, like this is totally doable within a relatively short time frame, in my opinion. Like a couple of years, you can easily look like this, in my opinion, if you just dial everything in. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think you think this is realistic to achieve naturally? Do you think he's natural in particular based upon his genetics in the past few years and whatnot? Obviously, I'm not going to say, do you think this is realistic based upon his baseline? Because it's like, the fuck are we looking at here, you know? So anyways, all the comments help the algorithm. They're much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplacemoredates.com. Follow me on Instagram, and moreplace_moredates, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic, it's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. My recommended lab test panels and diagnostics, Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode, pre-workout formulas to design myself from scratch, and anything else I am associated with. It's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.